views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its host, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinion positions of any entities they represent. What up, what up, y'all? It's your boy Brian Forbes, and y'all know what time it is because you here. And you all know, in case nobody told you, I'm going to tell you, it's 7 o'clock and it's Tuesday. That's what's up. Linda Sanders, checking right in. How you doing, doll? It is wonderful to see you as always. Man, y'all, I hope all y'all up in Chicago and on the East Coast is staying warm and dry. Because one thing that it is down here in Texas, and that is warm and dry. And I am happy for that. That's why I came down here, y'all. Ain't no need me playing. Miss Bobby, how you doing? Thank you for coming through. I see you hanging out with me. So y'all, tonight we're gonna have a chop it up session with my man, the ambassador himself, Kevin Nevels. We're gonna kick it real hard. We're gonna talk about some of these upcoming events. Blissful expectations. You said, where is the UES button? What is a UES button? I'm sorry, I'm at a loss. Forgive my technical mind for missing the acronym. What's up, Cheryl Head? How you doing? That's my favorite troublemaker right there. That's my girl. What's up with you? We're gonna talk about some of this upcoming stuff, y'all, because there's a lot of things going on. A lot of stuff that, well, let me not say that. I'm trying to be. No, I'm not. Let me stop lying. Tell me I'm trying to be politically correct. Not really. To be honest with you, y'all, this is probably going to be a more vocal year. Let me just put it that way. I'm probably going to say some things that may be offending some people, and you know what? I don't give a damn. Just know that it's a lot coming down the pipe. That's all I got to say. It's going to be a lot happening, but right off the top. And I'm going to talk about this a few more times before we get really into the show. Pastor D, what's up, my man? It's good to see you, my brother, always. Irene Harrison, how are you? Hey, Karen Foster. What's up, Karen? So we're going to, tonight, you guys, I am happy to announce that it is the inaugural show of Poppin' with Poppy. It's going down tonight, y'all. Miss Poppy starts her show tonight, and it is going to be wonderful. I am very excited for her. I'm excited for the new journey that she is about to be on in her podcast and broadcasting career. We are going to have a wonderful, wonderful time putting that show on. Kenneth Wynn, how you doing? I see you. And I want you guys to know right off the top, we are, it is not going to be, in particular, it won't be about stepping. There may be subject matter that comes up in Poppin' with Poppy that pertains to stepping and steppers. However, it is a show that is geared more toward empowerment, women's empowerment in particular, but it is not does not exclude men and the things that we'll also be discussing. The interviews that she has lined up, man, all I can tell y'all, they're going to be phenomenal. A lot of y'all have pressed the issue of the Black Factor coming back. It is going to make a return. I have had to reevaluate my position in regard to whether and how I was going to handle that for two reasons. And I've always been real transparent about how I do things. For one, I was reluctant to reapproach some of the political conversations that I had been having in the past on that show, which I reserved specifically those conversations for that show. But I had to give some real serious thought to whether or not that was a wise move based on the sort of fascism that we're faced with right now. We're dealing with a lot in regard to our Constitution being balled up basically and thrown into the wastebasket. And all of the other guardrails and sort of protections that have been in place throughout the history of the Constitution being in place, although it does not necessarily apply to some of us. And so, for that very reason, I've had to give some serious thought to some of the things that I want to say and some of the things that I've seen presented. But there are those who would believe that some of the things that are going on are not our fight, which I tend to disagree because, as it has always been said, if the rest of the country catches a cold, some of us are going to get the flu. And so, because the name of the show was The Black Factor, I think that there were some shenanigans going on with the algorithms. And for that reason, the show has been renamed. Now, I am going to bring it back, and I have had to take the time to sort of recognize that I need to exercise some levels of restraint in my delivery for particular subject matter, for the simple purpose that I don't want to end up in the political crosshairs of those who would silence people like myself. Y'all see what just happened to Don Lemon. He was, in fact, arrested in a very fascist manner for his participation in covering an event. And I can tell y'all, as a person who has been a photographer for many years, well over 20, 30 years I've been a photographer. And I had to get used to the idea of getting up in people's faces with a camera. So a lot of people, for example, on the stepper scene have a tendency to have a problem with individuals and cameras. Now, don't get me wrong, to some degree it is warranted. And I say that from a personal perspective, in that people who do videoing and pictures and things like that for nefarious intent should absolutely be banned from our community. But there are those like myself who are more interested in preserving the nostalgia and preserving the moments that we will never get back once they have passed. And we would like to keep those things in our archives, if you will, and be able to look back on them the same way we look back on some of the old videos from back in the day. But as a journalist, a freelance journalist, I had to break my sort of code and learn to get right up close and personal in people's faces with a camera. And the first time that kind of happened to me, I'm gonna tell y'all a little quick story before my guests come on. Back when Miss Coretta Scott King passed away, I was at her funeral. I was privileged, myself and the producer lady were privileged to have press passes to her homegoing ceremony. And there were literally every president that was alive at the time was there, front row. Security was off the chain. It was a beautiful ceremony, but prior to that, I had some other photographers who were beating me out in some areas because they were not afraid to use their cameras, because they were not afraid to capture those moments. They were not in their feelings. And so I had to learn not to be in my feelings when I do what I do, because I'm always conscious of how people feel about things. So as I learned to move about journalistically, I realized that somebody like Don Lemon did what was necessary in order for him to capture the essence of the moments and the times and things that were going on, and be able to speak about the things that are going on from a firsthand perspective and not hearsay or third-party information. So as we move forward, and the Forbes report, which is the name of the new show, same show, new name, for the purpose of skipping around some of the red tape and BS that is necessary, that you have to go through when you're doing these type of things. That's what we're going to be doing moving forward. Now, I'm saying all of that to say, oh yeah, You can go on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, and you can also subscribe to the channel. But tonight, you guys, we will be introducing the producer lady, Miss Poppy Forbes, and her new show, Poppin' with Poppy, After Hours. Y'all, it is going to be a barn burner. Y'all are going to love this. So get ready. It's gonna be coming on 9 o'clock Central Time tonight, and she's going to give you guys a layout and a rundown on what her subject matter on her show is going to be about, and what the opportunities are, and some of the great interviews that she has coming up. So y'all get ready for that. I think you're going to really enjoy it. In the meantime, I don't know where my guest is. You know, he always be. I'm gonna talk about him real bad when he come on, y'all, because you know he be dragging his feet real slow. Anyway, so where Inside Stepping is concerned, because you guys, I want you to understand, you know, this is not an easy task. Let me give a shout out to my girl Angie Fang. What's up, Angie? That's my homie right there. Jackie Ballard, I see you. Tina Israel in the house. We got Tina's pink party coming up, y'all, in October. Get ready for that. Let's see. David Calhoun, what's up, family? I see you coming through. Eric Washington. You gotta do what? Oh, okay. So we got a lot of really good stuff coming for the year, and like I've explained to you guys, in the later parts of last year, we are cutting back on our travels and moving about throughout the community the way we had in the past, for a lot of different reasons. One, it has to do with the cost of travel these days, which I think a lot of people are starting to find out. These airlines ain't playing, y'all. They is not BSing. I'm talking about, and really none of them were. But let's keep it a buck. Most of us, especially in the Steppers community, we mostly fly Southwest. Southwest has always been a pretty good way to travel, because it was the prices were decent. The seating was cool. You know, you do the first come first serve seating and that type of thing. All that was cool, and it was all good. But now I think the way that they have things set up, I personally think they're gonna go out of business. That's just me. I think they're gonna either merge with somebody else, or they're gonna go out of business. I think the people who bought that company are gonna dismantle it, because they definitely have gone out their way to try and switch it up so that, you know, they're getting the same, you know, I guess kind of money that, you know, other airlines are getting. And so for that reason, it makes it, you know, come on, it makes it a little different to try and travel, other than paying, you know, the larger, what I like to refer to as big box places. Thank you. Is it? Yeah, that is good. And so because they're starting to, there's no incentive to fly Southwest. It costs, and especially now they charging for bags, they charge for everything. Everybody charging for everything. So it's going to be a lot less travel, which then goes back to what I had been discussing over the last couple of weeks, where we talk about the promoters. Oh God, sending that these promoters are also going to be struggling in regard to, you know, cutting back on their events. And it's not, and hey, I mean, I get it, but like I also said, with the downturn in the economy, I look forward to the time where we kind of get back to basics, and we're not, you know, everybody is not all over the place, you know, with events all over the country and doing everything that need to, you know, that in many cases go against the grain of what stepping is. Baby, you want to come and talk about your, no, you don't want to. She's like, no, I don't want to talk about it. Tell him come on in. Producer lady over there producing, y'all. She doing what she do. That is good. Y'all had to excuse me. Anyway, yeah, y'all, we got out of town guests in the building right now in the studio, so we kind of hanging out and doing our thing and kicking it just a little bit just a little bit. And now he's the one who told me. He said, "Well, I'm gonna come in on time." And here we are, 15 minutes into the show. Oh no, I'm cutting it off. Look, I'm cutting it off at 8 o'clock, y'all. Maybe before that. Maybe before that. But anyway, I'm gonna get started without them since they want to drag ass and play around. So what we're gonna be promoting tonight, you guys, we're gonna be talking about upcoming September 3rd, you guys. This is an event that Inside Stepping will be attending. Because like I said again, we are not gonna be everywhere this year, but we will be at the Labor of Love in Chicago, Illinois, and that's going to be at the area Crown Plaza Hotel out at O'Hare, which is a big old place. It's going to be a big old event, and I think that's kind of cool too, because if it's right by the airport, then everybody can fly right in. They don't have to. That's kind of cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, Frontier, you got to put all your clothes. She talking about Frontier Airline. Look, you got to put all your clothes on and get on the plane. Who's had experience flying Frontier? I've never flown Frontier. Somebody tell me what that's like. I don't know. I've heard stories. I don't know. What's happening, Tree? Huh? Spirit. No, I don't remember. There was a Spirit. No, I don't think we ever flew Spirit. That was probably Southwest. I don't think I've ever flown either one. I've heard stories. I don't know. Y'all tell me something. Huh? We've been on Spirit before? Okay. Okay. Donnie Chisholm says he is definitely going to try to attend in September. This is his birthday weekend. That's what's up, Donnie. Virgo in the building, my man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see you. Don't be talking no boo. You married me, remember? Maybe she forgot. Anyway, man, I'm gonna choke him out. So while we wait on my guest, anyway, it's gonna be there's a hell of a lineup for the promotion on this event. Melvin Moyer, how you doing? Checking in from Columbus, Ohio. I see you, my brother. We have Irie Israel. We got my man Walter. We got Jackie. We got Kevin. We got Chuck, and we got L.A. Chase. And, of course, Keith Hubbard. I need to call Keith. I ain't talked to him in a minute. I need to reach out to that brother, Mr. Hubbard. Well, anyway, it's gonna be a good event, you guys. This will be the, I think, year off spinoff. I'm gonna have to ask when my guests come on, of the homecoming. The homecoming, in my opinion, was a resounding success. It had to be a logistical nightmare, but the team who did it are seasoned veterans at this sort of thing. So therefore, I am not worried about. See, that's the other thing too. When you start going to these events, it's getting to the point where you have to actually question. And I think, and this is from a consumer standpoint, not from Inside Stepping, not from, this is just straight up from a consumer standpoint. I think that as consumers, we should be really vetting the promoters. We should be asking these promoters, do you have the right credentials to even be given an event? Why should I trust you to fly across country and pay my money that you're going to give me a good experience? I'll give you an example. As a vendor at events, right? And I'm not talking about stepping events. I'm just talking about other things that I've done throughout my life. A good friend of mine is one of the world's #1 black artists. I learned a lot watching him move in these arenas. We would go, like, I don't know how many of y'all are from the Philly area or out that way, but every year there was a gallery event. It was called October Galleries. It was a huge art event. Everybody would be there. Annie Lee, Charles Bibbs. I mean, the whole list of the best of the best damn artists on the planet, black artists, would be there. But what I learned was when, what we got? Why not? Okay. Tell him I'm going to send him another one. What I learned was when you want to go to an event like this, you have to ask the promoters of these events, what is your attendance going to be like? Is it, in other words, basically, is it worth my while to take my time, money, and energy? Because these events, when you go to them, it literally costs thousands of dollars to rent a booth. It was nothing to spend $6, $8, $10,000 on a booth, especially if you got a double booth, right? That was just to be in the building, to set up, to sell your stuff. Then, back then, we didn't have the luxury of PayPal and Venmo and Zelle and all of that. So you had to have your own credit card system, which, if you know anything about business, back in those days, a credit card system would easily cost you a couple of $1,000s a month. Then to operate that credit card system, unless you had a cellular one, to get a phone line cost you another $500. To get electricity at your booth, that's another $250 to $500. Before you ever sell your first item, you're out close to $10,000. Now, let's say you have a product that is not that popular. Are you sure you're going to be able to recoup your 10 grand, or do you want to just be able to say, well, I was there? I personally want to get my money back. But one thing for sure, we always got the money back. You did. So that worked for him. But one thing that I learned, when other people would call and say, hey, we want you to come sell at our event, first question he would ask before we would load up a truck, before we load up the first piece of art or any of that, what's your attendance like? What was your attendance last year? They wanted to know. He wanted to know. He wanted to know how many people do I expect that's going to walk through here and look at what I'm selling before I even commit myself to saying I'm going to hand you my money to come there. Because I at least want the opportunity to get my money back. And in our cases, when it comes to stepping, the question becomes, what was your attendance like last year? What was your event like last year? Why should I trust as a consumer that I should spend $500 to $700 on plane fare, another $150 to $500, $600, $700, $1,000 on clothes, depending on how you get down, food, hotel? Because we all know when you go to a steppers event as a single individual, it ain't nothing to spend $1,000. Hey, Jackie Days, how you doing, baby? Juanita Maria, I see you. We know you're going to spend that bread. So the question then becomes, why should I say automatically that I'm going to spend this amount of money? Now, smart promoters call inside stepping. Because the simple fact of the matter is we sell tickets. That's the bottom line. We do sell tickets. Your attendance will go up with us. But some people don't know how to promote. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. A lot of promoters make the mistake of thinking that because they know a few people in the steppers community and they put their flyer out, that everybody going to see it. That's just not true. Some of y'all don't have that kind of reach. You just don't. Some of y'all don't have the people coming down your timeline that you think you do. You're trusting the algorithm of an outside entity to promote your event that you're not familiar with. And to add to the rest of that, everybody ain't on social media. How many platforms are you promoting on? To be honest, if you think about it, how many different platforms are you actually cracking in on? Let me see. Okay, here we go. How many different platforms are you actually a part of, to the point where enough people are really going to see it and be fascinated enough to go and spend their money to come to your event? I mean, let's keep it a buck. These are the mistakes that people make when attempting to promote events. And as consumers, I'm going back to this again. As consumers, why should we not ask, what is it about your event that is going to benefit us to that degree? To where I know that when I spend my money, my entertainment level is going to be where it's supposed to be. We just did a show last week where we talked about the ladies lead and the fact that there are many women who come to events and to spend damn near the whole event sitting down. See, these are the things that have to be taken under consideration for a promoter. Now, I'm just throwing these little things out here because these are some of the important points and they get overlooked. Let me see here. We got my slow homie is finally finally in line here. Let me get him on. We get him in here in a second. But these are just the little things, the food for thought, the small things that we should be taking under consideration. I mean, we spend our money in other arenas in other ways, and we have an expectation of what we want or what we expect to get when we spend our money. And I think that is just only a fair assessment of what it is that we need to be doing. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let me take your mic off mute, sir.
It's
And
off.
for those of you who are not familiar with this fella, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the one, the only, the illustrious, stupendous, tremendous ambassador, Kevin Nevels. What's up, family?
Oh,
Did you
hey,
like that introduction, sir?
you're checking the mail for that introduction.
Why, thank you very much. How you doing, man?
I'm great, man. I'm great, man. God is still in the blessing business, and
Yes, sir.
man,
Yes,
I
sir.
am
He sure is.
thankful
Because
for
Lord
the
knows he been
lives.
putting in work over here, Jack. Don't play no games.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm thankful for God, man. I appreciate him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
um what took you so damn long? Let me get to that first. Hold up, man. What
Well, my confidant, my friend from LA, Chase, had called me, and he was trying to chime in too. I don't know if you can send him the link. Um, he's one of the Fab Five plus one,
Okay.
my brother. So he's trying to chime in as well because
All right,
we
let me
got
see.
we
Let me
got a
see
whole
what
lot
I
to
can
talk about.
let me see what I can do here. Let me see.
Kind of difficult, man. So this shit for smart people, man.
Oh, what you trying to say, dog? Okay. I try, man. I'm working on it, man. Let me see. There we go. All right, we got him. He got the link. Let me see about making room for the brother over here in the thing. So look, man, let's jump right into it, bro, because we got to get it done tonight. Because popping with Poppy, man, after hours is coming up here tonight for the first time ever. She's starting her show. It's gonna be phenomenal. It's going down.
Right? I
Ain't gonna be
know
no
it,
stepping
sis.
thing. It's gonna be, your sister's. She ready to spread her wings, man. She ready to do her thing, huh?
Well, it's called Talking Shit by Poppy.
Yes, popping shit by pop. You already know what's gonna happen, don't you? You know what's going down, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah,
She said she gonna try to control herself. You know that ain't gonna happen. So, what's going on the scene, man, in Chicago, baby?
man, Chicago it is actually going on in Chicago. Everything is going on. We got Monday night sets with my man Vail over there at
Yes,
the
sir.
Harbor in Burnham. My boy Dre Blackwell doing his thing right here in Cal Park at Smiley's.
Yeah, he's still over there at
Um,
Smiley's. Okay, cool. What day is that? That's
yeah,
Monday, ain't it?
that's every Monday. Yep,
Yeah.
Dre Day. They call it Dre
Okay.
Day.
Dre
Yep.
Day. I like
Man,
that.
we had a wing ding last week. He had another one last night.
Okay.
Man, he doing big things in the Steppers community. Uh, Tuesdays here in Chicago, Vail is on the west side. He's doing something with some guys on the west side over there in Chicago. Wednesdays
Okay.
always popping at Visions.
Always.
Yeah. MVK on the move every Thursday at the
Mm-hmm.
Noble
Mm-hmm.
Entertainment Center. Now we got a first Friday here with ET and Ramonski Love every
Oh yeah.
Friday. That's
Old
been
Monsky done,
been good.
he hanging around with the steppers now,
Oh
huh?
yeah. That set been going on for since September, and it's growing. It's huge.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
they packing the house out. Yep. And then
That's what's
still
up.
Fridays at the 50-yard line, and then Saturdays it's different promoters and something going on at the Grand Bar. It's we still stepping here in Chicago.
Don't play no games. It's I let's see. Jackie Day said first Tuesdays at Kelly's in Chicago too. And then of course, I
Miami
gotta
still
always
got
mention my girl
Miami still
Rose.
got the Blue Note popping over there on the west side with my girl
Yep,
Lady
yep,
Love. Yeah,
yep.
so it's cracking.
Yeah, it's man, you know what? See, that's the thing I love about home, man. Just don't matter, bruh. It don't matter what day of the week it is, it don't matter, man. Ain't nobody coming in with no BS, man. Just coming in to dance and go home, man. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah,
You know, I was talking last week, man, and with it being the cold and all, like it was, and I had to remind people of one very, very important thing about Chicago. I don't care how cold it get. I don't care how much snow on the ground. They going to the set, bruh. They go, they going.
yeah, we going. We going.
It's just that
Yeah,
simple.
and the kids going taking their ass to school in the morning
Every
too.
day. Don't play no game. Look, and you better not try to call off from work because you will get fired.
I'll straight
You will be looking
up.
for a job. You dig. Cause somebody who don't mind getting out there in it is gonna take it. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Survival of the
What's
fittest,
up,
Jack.
Chase? Can Chase get in? Can we get Chase again? He can't get in.
I'm waiting on him. He ain't hit the thing yet. He ain't bumped in yet.
Well, he's kind of slow. He might have to get his grandbaby to show him how to get in.
Yeah, well, you know how that go. Wait a
Yeah.
minute, let me get this thing up here. Yeah, I got y'all. So
Well, we can move
so
forward. We can move
yeah, well,
forward till
that's what
he
I'm
come
about to do
in.
right now. Um, so let me first get some insight, man. What happened that you guys made this decision? Because I know this thing had been in play since damn near right at the end of the homecoming last year. What um what inspired making this move to do this thing
You know,
directly afterward?
I'm gonna speak for Chase right now, because actually he told me something about doing something big, and maybe a year ago, maybe a little
Mm-hmm.
bit over a year ago, he wanted to do something big, and so we kind of looked at different parts of the country,
Mm-hmm.
and when he formed the team together, we all just was like, why would we try to do something big somewhere else when we got space right here? So we
Mm-hmm.
got
Yeah.
with the folks over at MVK, which is our friends as well,
Right.
and got blessings from them because they said they wasn't going to do every year the
Right.
homecoming.
Right.
So we
Man, hold
decided
on, hold
that
on, hold on,
we're
hold on, hold
gonna.
on, hold on. Stop right there. I want to put emphasis on what you just said. You took the time to get the blessing of those who were doing something within the same time slot in the previous year. Y'all were able to sit down at the table and come to the conclusion and created a happy medium where you all were able to coexist in a big city like that with everything that goes on through a simple conversation. Help me out.
Yeah, yeah. And it was just like that. It was that simple. Uh, and because uh, we friends before stepping, before
Ooh, man.
anything, we friends.
Man, say that.
Yeah, we family
Well,
already. So
see, there's a
so it
thing
was
called integrity and loyalty, something a whole lot of folks in this community don't know nothing about.
yeah,
But go
yeah.
ahead, I'm
It was
listening.
a no brainer. And if it wasn't shown. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, it was a no-brainer. They was like, yeah, go ahead, do it. You know, and we promised that it would be done with integrity, with respect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and and the same way. You know, we're gonna treat the guests with 100% respect and loyalty. We're gonna give them everything that we promise we can give them. Anything that's beyond out our hands is, got it got to be understood.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we man, it's going down. It's
So
going to fuck
so
down.
let me ask you this then. All right. So you and Chase are the brainchild, or Chase is the brainchild behind this, getting you on board, and then you guys connected with MVK to basically get the blessing and the okay and the green light. Uh, with Irie on board, does that make this, or does it put this in the realm of you can't be free?
Well, it's actually another you can't be free monumental weekend.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There
Um,
you go.
yeah, and that was the thought of asking Irie would he join us, and it was all Chase's ideas, and
Okay.
we all put together Walter Lane, Chuck Martin, Jackie Davis, Irie. We took Chase's idea and expanded it, you know.
That's a hell
So
of a
and
lineup,
with
man.
respect,
That promotional
yeah, and with
lineup
respect
is
from
a beast, man.
MBK, yeah. So we're gonna make it happen, man.
All right, hold
You
on.
know.
I think we got him coming through. Let me get us situated here. So we
Yeah.
got everybody on
Yeah.
deck.
Yeah.
What's
Hold
up,
on
my
one
brothers?
second. What's going on?
Put
Hold
some
on one
light on
second.
it, Chase.
Hold
You
on,
got some
hold
light?
on. Let me get us lined out good here. All right. Let me make
You got a
sure we
speaker on this phone, Sparkle? Because I
what
can
you say?
barely hear on this damn thing here. Can y'all hear
Watch your
me?
language. Watch your language.
They got a dam in Niagara Falls. Did you know that?
Cut them off, Brian. Cut them off.
Hey, we got a mute. We got the mute button over here. Don't play no games. Look, what's going on?
What's up, my brothers? How y'all doing?
God is good.
All right.
All the
So he
time.
was just telling me that this is your brainchild, sir.
Oh, yes, it is.
For those of my audience who don't know this gentleman, you must be living under a rock. But everyone, this is Mr. L.A. Chase. We Chase Day, as he's known on Facebook, and the man behind the mission over here, Labor of Love, y'all. All right, sir, give us a breakdown.
Well, this idea been floating around my head, man, for about, I want to say about 6 or 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Before the Homecoming came out, me and Irie had discussed some things a while back, but we was trying to wait and see how everything play out with a lot of other events that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And after I seen how the vision that I had for Homecoming was already there, they did it before I did it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't get a chance to get it up off the ground. But it proved to me right then and there that everything that I thought about, that me and Irie discussed 8, 9 years ago, was destined to come to pass.
Well,
So
you know what they say,
seeing the
everything
whole,
happened when it's supposed to. So
yeah, that's all. You can't rush it. You can't rush perfection, you know. And then when I thought about it and came up with it, the brothers that I thought about was the brothers that Kevin Neville. I wanted someone that I really enjoy listening to their music, that can make me move, that I have seen them make other people move on the floor. He
mm-hmm.
was one of my choices. And then my brother Chuck, we had been discussing it along. Me and him and I was discussing it together before I had even brought it to Irie. So once I put the components together, I felt like, hey, man, I got a hell of a team, man, because everyone that I spoke on has a positive input in this thing right here. And the name that we came up with and the designs is Kevin Design, which is phenomenal to me because a lot of people keep asking about that brand, that logo. They
Mm-hmm.
they think it's just a logo to be brought inside the store because I have taken a lot of jackets and did different things with them. And Walter Lane and everybody else came up with the name. You
Well,
know, by Jackie being the plus one, that's what the
mhm.
plus one mean. Five fabulous five plus ones. We just
That's
cut
what's
it
up.
off and say 5 5.
I literally
So
was just go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, my brother.
Well, I literally was just discussing with my audience before you guys came on that, and what prompted the discussion was the lineup that you guys that you all are, the five plus the one. You have five very seasoned individuals within this community, uh,
Appreciate it.
six seasoned individuals in this community, and the fact that we as consumers, and I'm speaking from a consumer perspective when I mention
Hmm.
this, we don't ask enough of the promoters sometimes, and we don't make sure that they are going to provide us with a good experience, and they themselves don't have the experience to know how to provide that, and often in a lot of cases. So when you see a lineup like this with people who have been doing this for many years, you already know what you're going to get for your money.
There you go.
We as consumers should be asking other promoters a very similar question, in that, are you going to provide me with an experience that makes it worth my money and my time and my while to come to it? And in a case like this, you don't have to really ask that question because you can see the evidence speaks for itself.
There you go.
So I don't see anything other than this being a phenomenal event.
Oh, I sure appreciate it, brother. I caught a little of your show earlier, and it said, people as consumers is picking and choosing where they want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not get it twisted. Those that really want to go somewhere is going to make it happen. Those that got other priorities to do, even though myself, I prioritize right now, and I can have a shitload of money, you know, but I'm going to do some of the things that I want to do. I may not go to this set, but I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to go to this one over here. Not because I can't afford it, but that's exactly where I choose to go. But
That's right.
the economy being the way it is right now, yes, I do believe now you ain't gonna do 9 sets a year. You might break it
Mm.
down to 3 or 4,
Yep.
which it's nothing wrong with that. But you got to look at it like this, my brother. A lot of us wouldn't know a lot of other people if we didn't move around across this globe. If
That's
we had
facts.
just stuck to stepping in Chicago, you wouldn't have met a lot of people in Houston. You would have had a handful of people that you would have met. But by
Facts.
you being able to travel and move around, now we get a global of different people from different entities, and then we get to see a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people that we wouldn't usually see if we just stuck to stepping in Chicago.
That's
You wouldn't
facts.
know all these people in these different areas. So yeah, I get it, but I'm like this: you're gonna afford what you want to afford. You're gonna go where you want to go, even with the economy being like it is. Look,
Yep.
I don't want to take 4 or 5 trips this year, but I am because I want to be at Black Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be at a couple of other events. I
Mm-hmm.
want to be at my own event. So that's them 5 trips that I'm gonna definitely enough make room for.
Right.
I plot for this every year. I don't just pop up and say, "Oh, some things." Yes, that's a lie. Some things I just pop up and say, "Yeah, I'm gone." But a lot of things I do plan and plot before I even decide that I'm going, so I know
Yeah, I was
what
gonna
type of
say you
money
done
that I'm
popped up
spending.
on me at a couple of them, so
Oh
don't
yeah,
go.
you're right. So I had to take that back up out of my vocabulary. But yeah, that's what it is, my brother. And the way this thing is moving right now, man, if I'm afraid, this is 2 things that I'm afraid of. Not
Mm-hmm.
afraid, because I ain't afraid of nothing in life. This is 2 things that has my concern. That if the way this thing is moving right now, we're gonna have to put out there, it's gonna be a shut off day with the tickets and rooms because we can't be
Mm-hmm.
responsible for anything that's over 3,000 people. Once we get to
Mm-hmm.
that limit right there, even if you go to get a room at another hotel, the capacity of people that we can hold, we might have to turn you away. So I strongly advise, if you don't have your tickets, you don't have your rooms, you better get on top of it because we only 2.5 months in, and we halfway through the
Mm-hmm.
through our to our goal.
Now, you know,
You
it's
know?
funny you say that because, like, I remember when the homecoming was suggested and people got to talking about it. I do remember very, very clearly there were several detractors who were, oh, man, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. And by the time it almost came up time for it to be a thing, a lot of people was like, man, I didn't know it was going to be like that. I was like, what part of we told you that it was going to be like that did you miss? Like
Right.
this to me, I believe is going to be a similar situation, and it's going to
Yes,
be
it
half
is.
the number. So if you want to experience a homecoming type experience, this is going to be the closest thing you're going to get to it coming up
Oh
here
yeah. Yeah.
in
Well,
The
September.
closest you gonna get.
let me give you an example of what Chase is referring to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a plethora of hotels in the vicinity of
In that
where
area
we're
because
having
it's
the
by the
event.
hotel, right? I mean, by the airport.
Right.
So there's a lot of hotels out
Yeah. There's a plethora of hotels right there, right? And it's 300. We got 375 rooms,
there.
and we have already sold over 200 and something rooms.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
In the
so
host hotel.
in the whole hotel, yeah, there will not be a second hotel, just one hotel.
Mm.
So at our hotel, you purchase a room at one, man, cheap as it can get, 159. You
Mm.
know, 159 a night,
That's a steal right now.
right? And you get 2 free passes for all the events we're having the whole weekend.
Man,
So
y'all finna sell out after the night. Shit, y'all about to sell out because
we only have a few
that's a
rooms
steal
left,
right
you
there.
know. Yeah, we only got so many rooms left, so the people got to grab the rooms while they can,
That's
you
a
know.
steal.
And see, here's the thing right here. If you notice, as we look at our list,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, us Chicago people, we wait till the last minute because we figure
Always.
like this. We stay in Chicago, we don't need no room. But then when you look up, you say to yourself, man, I don't want to keep driving all the way
Yep.
backwards and forward. So now I want a room. But now it's too late for you to get a room.
That
Now
happened
it's
to a
too
lot of people at the homecoming.
at the homecoming,
Yeah.
the rooms that they were selling downtown had jumped sky high to $200 and something dollars and
Yeah.
$300 because they knew what they had. What you think they're gonna do at O'Hare Field when they see that all these people are coming in? The hotels on the outside gonna up their price. I'm
And
telling
I
them
can tell you
that
right
now.
now, I'm not going back onto the south side, back to the doggone O'Hare 2-3 times over the weekend. That's
That's
out of
out the
question. That's
question.
out the
It's
question.
out the
Ain't
question. You're
happening.
gonna spend that in gas.
Yeah, because you're gonna sit in traffic for 4 hours. Don't play no
Yeah.
games.
So you don't want to do that. So our thing is this right here. Try to get your tickets, and even if you book up your rooms, say we sold out all the rooms, there's still a spot where we're gonna have to shut down selling tickets because there's a limit of people. Fire marshals will come shut us down.
Okay, hold
So
on, Chase. Let's back up. Jackie Ballard. Tell her again how she get her tickets. She just said how much is the weekend passes? Tell her again what it is. This is a
it's a
can't be
It's
free
free.
weekend, Jackie.
It's $159. You just get your
per night.
For
room.
your room. No, don't say just get your room. Okay, listen to me, Jackie. You know, a lot of people. Let's talk about that right quick. I wish Irie was on here.
Let me
I
finish
want to talk
telling her,
about the
Brian.
can't be free concept because a lot of
Let
people
me
are
finish.
very confused about how that works. And I
I'm
heard
not
people.
because I've been there from the
No.
beginning. We
No,
put this
Chase. I
thing
know you
together.
not. We know
Yeah.
you not confused. I want to make sure my audience understands this concept
Well, I'm gonna help
because
them understand.
over the years, I remember people saying stuff like, "Oh, it ain't free. It ain't free." Let me tell you something. Back when homecoming was going, I mean not homecoming. Back when Stepaganza was a thing, and people kept saying
Mhm.
it ain't free. Let me explain something to y'all. When you go to a set outside Chicago, you out of town. Even if you go to Chicago and you ain't from there, you're going to pay for a hotel. Period.
Mhm.
The point here is you're gonna pay for your hotel. But guess what? If you pay for your hotel, your tickets too are free to everything that's going on. You cannot beat free. Either way it goes, you're gonna get a room. You pay for your room, the tickets are free. It don't get no simpler than that.
Now, who else
Help
doing that right there? Everywhere you go,
Nobody.
you're spending more money than you should have to because they're running up in you, they sticking you up without a gun. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
mad at them because if
That's business.
that's how they get down. That's how they get down because you go where you want to go and you spend your money the way you want to spend it. But guess what? If a motherfucker tell me over here you got a 2 for 1, I'm going with the 2 for 1.
Damn
You
right.
know, I'm not going to go over here and spend this type of money right here when I can get this right here and get more for my money. No, that's why you cannot beat free. But
Facts.
I heard a young man say, matter of fact, I can't even think his name. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna bring it up because I call him out. When he said he can be free. Yeah, the only way he can be free is stay his ass at home.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the only way you can be free. You know. And then just to elaborate on something, you know, man, we've been struggling all our lives, man. I don't care if you got a boatload of money, you're still struggling, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just that people are just being a little bit more wiser with their money, you know? I'd rather go to somewhere that I know I'm getting something for my money than go somewhere where I'm not really getting that much. I'm spending a lot and getting a little. I
Right.
don't want to do that.
Okay, Jackie Ballard, she says, what is a pass cost if you like say for example, you got 3-4 women staying in a room together? What them other passes costing?
What is it? $70? $70.
70,
Okay.
70 or $75.
7, okay.
Yeah, for all access pass, you
Got you.
know, because you do have people that double up and
Yeah.
triple up in their rooms and stuff. We're not responsible, like you said, right? And and there's nothing wrong with that because some people are trying to save, and how they save. Don't get me wrong. I didn't to visit a couple of rooms where they had. Women can do that. They can sleep two in the bed. Men
Right.
ain't. We gonna sleep on the
I don't
floor,
even want
sleep
to
in the
I don't even want
bathroom. I
nobody
don't
else in
even
my
want another
room.
man in the room with me. Period.
Period. I don't even want them in the
Period.
room.
Yeah. So women can do that. We can't do it. I can't do it. Me personally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it. And then like I said, they're gonna find a way to make it there, you know, even with the economy, because look at us right now. How many people are moving around right now and we taking a hit right now? Hey
Yeah.
man, the White House ain't never fed my house, you know? You
Hmm.
understand what I'm saying? So whatever they do, I'm gonna have a counter move for what they do in order for me to keep living the way I live.
That's
I'm
right.
not gonna let them deter how I live. You know?
What we talking
Now
about today, Chase? Cut it
Huh?
out, man.
You
We ain't
know how they
talking
go,
about
bro.
now now
Say what?
also
we're not talking about the White House today. We talking about the Jesus.
That's what you talking about. That's what you talking about when you talk about the
hey
economy.
hey
Who are you talking about?
hold on. Hey
We're not
Kev,
talking
I'm being nosy
about
right now, man. I'm being nosy right now. Hey Kev, is that an SM7B you got right there, buddy? That microphone right there? I like that. You went got
Yeah, yeah,
you went got you a big boy mic. I see you. Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Over there showing off with the microphones, huh?
Yeah, that's that high dollar mic right there, buddy. Um, so the
for a
parking,
low
okay, so
fee.
parking is on there. We got $17 a day in parking. And now for people who are flying into O'Hara, the hotel shuttles are free coming in and out of the airport. So you got that as a perk. That's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, you actually have y'all got an a la carte too, so that's a good thing. Thursday and Sunday 20, and Friday and Saturday 25. Okay, so if you get that extra pass, that's a pretty good deal at $75. Let's see. Oh, and one of the things that I like about the Can't Be Free events that always comes up is the no RSVP on the tables. That's always a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because people kind of get crazy with these tables, man, and it's good that y'all ain't hitting people across the head for entry and then turn around and hit them over the head with the tables.
Oh no, they
So
get there early enough, man. They sit where they want to sit at, man. You
yeah,
know, ain't
okay.
no favoritism on that right there. You know.
And also another perk, which I think is a great thing that I noticed, which Irie did for the homecoming, which is all you other promoters. I can't stress to you enough. promoters, business people, take advantage of bringing your flyers and your banners to promote your events. Put that stuff up out there. This is an excellent opportunity to promote. Use it. Use it wisely. It doesn't cost you nothing. Just bring your stuff, set it up, let the rest of the world know what you're doing. Because like I said earlier, there's no automatic cure for you putting your information out here on these social media platforms. Number one, everybody is not on social media. Number two, just because you think you know everybody, you don't. And everything that you do doesn't come down everybody's timeline. So you need to take advantage of these types of opportunities when you have a concentration of this many people who have a common bond of this dance in one place to be able to promote what it is that you do as well. So that's a good thing. Let's see. Jackie Day says, put a link in the feed on Facebook for the ticket sales. She says, individual all access passes will be $75. Be sure to check the website. Thank you, Jackie. So all I can say, man, it looked like this is going to be a barn burner. Now, where the hell did Nevels go? Is he on the phone?
Yeah. Oh, man, this guy, I don't know how to get back on shit. But I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hold on. Cut your camera back on, man. That's all.
Put that cricket phone up, man.
You got that. You got one of them Obama phones.
You got a cricket phone, man.
Cricket phone.
Trouble, what you doing? Trouble.
All you gotta do is turn your camera back on, Kev.
Okay, so for the event.
Say hi to everybody.
Okay, so on the timeline, y'all, this thing is going from Thursday to Saturday. No, to Thursday to Sunday.
Yes.
What does the lineup look like in terms of what the expectations are for each day? Let's hurry up and run through those.
You got your sheet, Kevin? Because I don't have it in front of me.
I don't. But Thursday, you know, we having a meet and greet. I think Cowboys and girls. Thursday, t-shirt night. We got day parties on Friday and Saturday. Night parties Fridays and Saturdays. We having the cookout on Sunday. We found a nice park, man. We got 6 zones. Man, it's going down. We're gonna have the itinerary out. I think either next month or at the end of April. We'll have the full itinerary posted on the website, Chicago Steppers Labor of Love, and you can go to www.chicagostepperslabeloflove.com.
Okay, so before we get too much further into this, because we get ready to end the show here in a minute. Y'all, we can't overlook one very important fact about the party. There's 3 things you need. You need the venue, you need the people, and you need the DJs. Who are the DJs?
We ain't letting that head out. We ain't letting that cat out the bag yet, man. We keeping that solid right now. We don't want to give y'all too much. Too soon.
You know, DJs are a very important part of the,
Oh yeah, that's why we
now.
say we ain't letting the cat. Hey, Kevin. Hey, look, let me tell you something, man. When I picked this brother right here, man, I picked this brother for a bunch of reasons. You know, he know his music, and he know who he like and who he look at that holds the floor.
That's
you
right.
know, I'm not always out there.
Look, I know you talking to the rest of them folks. I know what it is. Look,
that's why
I had to get on him. I told him, matter of fact, one day, I'm telling on you now, Kev. One day it was me, the Drops, and Poppy, and a couple other folks. We was over there at the embassy, and the ambassador. Oh yeah, it was Pinky and Daryl, Smooth and Pinky. We over there at the palace, at the embassy, and ambassador over there going to work. Man, I'm talking about he in there putting in work, got that thing jumping in there. Man, Vanilla Drop turned around. Bridget looked around. She say, "Hey, man, why am I just hearing you do that? Why are you doing that here? I don't hear you do." She was like, "Man, what you doing?" He was tearing it up. Look here, you're preaching to the choir right now. I know what he can do.
Yeah,
Don't play
so
no
that
game.
but we also really too we got one of them daytimes we having a game day where
Mm-hmm.
you get a chance to win money.
Oh,
It
okay.
might pay for your lunch, it may pay for one of your rooms. It all depends on how many times you win something. You might have paid for your whole fucking trip. Excuse the French,
Huh.
Facebook. You
Okay.
know, you might be able to pay for the whole trip. So yeah, we got a bunch of activities going on, man.
Let's see. I put him in the waiting room. Now I'm gonna bring him back in. Maybe his camera will pop back on.
Who, Kevin?
Yeah.
Hey man, you need a real phone, man.
Yeah, you do. He still got his camera off.
Hey,
Man, what I'm gonna do with you, man?
that's why I'm using my wife phone, man, because mine ain't that good either.
Oh, okay. So y'all both got the same problem.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, we got the same problem. But I got a phone that you can't open it up unless you call it, and then you can open it.
Huh.
You gotta call it to open it up to make a call. Ain't that
That's one of
something?
them. That's one of them espionage spyware.
Yeah,
Get
yeah, that's
smart.
what
One of
it
them get
is.
smart phones.
Yeah,
Y'all remember that?
yeah,
Get smart. Look,
yeah. Trouble, what you doing?
telling our
Trouble.
age now.
I got a few things I need to clarify.
All right. Well, you need to
Uh,
clarify them, Jack, because I'm going to cut your water off. Go ahead.
you purchase the room. They're gonna charge you for the first night.
Mhm.
So you got to purchase more than one night in the rooms to get your all access pass. The passes are $75. They 70 or 75, no more than 75. Or you can pay a la carte at the door if you have to get a room at another hotel. You can pay a la carte, and the parties is only like $25. It's not astronomical. We only, man, 10 to 15 minutes away from the airport. They got free shuttles from the airport, to and from the airport, the Crown Plaza Hotel in Rosemont, Illinois, which is via Chicago. They got the mall there. They got, man, and when I say the mall, it's with four L's. They got a mall.
He said with 4 L's.
Huge
The
mall.
producer lady
Yeah,
say this a huge mall.
yeah.
She
They
know
got
where all the
outstanding
malls in
malls there.
Chicago at, right?
Good
Yeah,
restaurants.
we want to go
she
shopping. Yeah.
she know where all the
Uh,
malls are.
We're gonna pray to the weather gods because we're gonna need some great weather because we're gonna have an outstanding cookout. We're gonna have an outstanding cookout Sunday, and we're gonna have a party Sunday night back at the hotel Sunday night.
Damn.
We're gonna have a day party while the cookout is going on, and we're gonna have a party after the cookout back at the hotel. So
Damn.
we go dance and shoot. We're gonna do some stepping, and just added yesterday was Inside Stepping. We'll be doing a live broadcast all weekend long.
In the building. In the building. I'm sitting up here like, man, I'm gonna take a whole week. I'm gonna take a whole week out. Come to Chicago. I need to be there anyway. I got stuff I need to do at home. I don't get home enough. So, you know. Super Dave out of Las
Yeah.
Vegas. What's going on, family?
I want to give a big shout out to my crew, Brian. First
Mhm.
of all, I want to give a big shout out to Chase for putting it together. We got Irie on the board. Y'all know the cat in the hat, Steppaganza. My man Walter Lane from the East Coast,
Yeah.
Southeast Coast down in Florida. Y'all know he put it down with his events down there. My buddy Chuck Martin, the coldest, one of the coldest dressers on the set. Yours truly, myself, and the beautiful Miss Jackie Dace. And when I say she's not just beautiful, man, she is outstanding with the work that she's putting in for this event. So we have really no doubt that everything is going to be 100% up to par.
That's what's up, man. Well,
And just to add to that right there, that plus one meant a lot when we grabbed her. That plus one keeps us on
hey
on
man, you know y'all need that feminine energy up in there. Don't play
yeah,
no
hey
games.
man.
You got
Hey,
to have it, man. You
she
got
keep
to
us
have it.
knowledgeable of what's going on. She handle
Man.
her business, man.
Yeah,
I
you
have to
got to
give
have
her
it.
her flowers right now, man. She's a heck of a woman, man.
Yeah.
That's my little sister. I love her to death, man.
That's what's up.
You know, but I'm just gonna keep it real. Without these brothers right here, if I hadn't have got these brothers right here, I wasn't gonna do it. It was already set in my mind. If I couldn't get the people that I wanted to do it with, I wasn't gonna do it.
Kev, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put that up on the screen right now for everybody to see. Okay, there we go. Y'all, that's the 2026 Labor Day weekend, September 3rd through the 6th, 2026. Chicago Steppers Labor of Love, a monumental weekend, y'all. Fab 5 plus 1 in the building at the Crown Plaza O'Hare Hotel and Convention Center, 5440 North River Road, Rosemont, Illinois, 60018. And if you want to call over there, it's 847-671-6350. And the code is STP for Steppers. You dig. Single double beds, $159 plus tax, non-refundable deposit required. Parking, $17 a day. Free host hotel shuttles from O'Hare Airport. The host hotel guests in the room block receive 2 all-access pass bands per room. All other guests, $70 per person. At the door cost, $75. At the door cost, that's a typo, y'all. Thursday and Sunday are $20 for the nights. Friday and Saturday are $25. The Zelle number for advanced tickets is 872-271-2310. No reserved tables, y'all. First come, first serve. If you get there early, you get a seat. You don't get there early, guess what? You be on the floor all night. Vendors, free setup with host hotel stay. Contact Jackie for vending information. So vendors, if you get your hotel room, you can set up and sell your wares. Man, look, I don't know no better deal than that. Y'all need to quit playing. Bring your flyers and your banners. Promote your event. Weekend information update, Chicago Steppers, laboroflove.com. Dig that. I don't know what else to tell y'all except don't meet me there, beat me there. You dig.
You asked about the DJs. I'm actually playing every set.
Listen, I already know you playing. I ain't looking. I already know you on deck. Don't play no games. Look, shoot. Well, listen, fellas,
we're gonna have a host of DJs. Man, the guys everybody's gonna be enjoyable to listen to and dance to. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a lineup a little later on this year. So just stay tuned for that. And check me out on Sundays, every Sunday from noon to 2 p.m. WZONradio.com and Fly Radio with 2 Y's, flyradio.com.
Station in the nation, baby.
Hey, y'all, don't do it. Don't do it. If y'all listen to them, you ain't going to be able to turn it off. You ain't going to get no work done. You're going to be stuck in that one spot. I know. It happened to me. I turned on the radio, man. I was fit to do something. I couldn't do it because the man wouldn't let my ears go, man. He was jamming so tough, man. I had to call the man on the phone and give him his flowers, man. So, man, you got me stuck in one spot, man.
That's
I'm telling you, if you got some work to do, don't listen to him. I'm telling y'all ain't gonna get nothing done. You're gonna be stuck. Like Chuck. For real, you're gonna be stuck.
Well, all right, gentlemen. Listen, I appreciate both of y'all for coming on and blessing the network, man, and letting us do what we do while we let you do what you do. My man Rodney Mack in the building. What's happening? I see you, my brother Kathleen Rose Davis. What's up? Jesse Roy from the West Coast out there.
We're going to see Rodney in June 22nd through the 25th. Yes, Rodney Mack. Get there early. He got a hell of a boat party on Thursday night. Man, yours truly will be in the building putting some work in. I'll be putting some work in. Rodney Mack, 21st anniversary, Rodney Mack.
Lisa,
my man.
a.k.a. Hood Stepper, I see you. Let's see who else we got on here. Kenneth Jackson in the building. Hey, Shawnette. That's Dr. Butterfly right there. We got Sonetta McClendon saying hello to everybody, just making sure I'm trying to hit everybody. Hey, Don Hines, how you doing? Kim Shelton in the building. That's my girl. Melvin Moyer, how you doing?
That's my girl, man.
Deborah Edwards, what's up, Deb? Yeah, we just hitting these. Treasy fantastic. I see you, Melvin Moyer. Margaret, Simple Shoes Ray, that's what's up. She got it going
baby
on.
Blood.
Hell yeah. All right, so gentlemen, listen. Thank you very much, y'all, for coming through and hanging out with your boy. And we're going to get ready to turn it down because 9 o'clock Central, y'all, the very first show for the producer lady, Poppin' with Poppy. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a fantastic show. She getting ready to, this is her podcast debut for her own show. It's going to be fantastic. Y'all are going to love it. No, it ain't stepping. There'll be some things in there dealing with stepping, but She got a whole lot of other stuff to talk about. That's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful thing. So y'all get ready. 9
So
o'clock sharp
I
Central
better not
Time.
hear her
Popping with
stuttering.
Poppy, y'all.
So better not hear her stuttering.
If she do, I'm gonna hit her with this cattle prod. Look,
Yeah.
she starts.
Say she better not break suit, huh?
She better not break suit, Jack.
Like that.
Look, see, y'all got me acting up, man. Y'all gonna get me in trouble, right?
Hey, that's my dog name, Trouble, ain't it?
See there?
Speak, Trouble. Say something. Speak.
He
Speak,
look like
boy.
trouble too.
That mother ain't nothing
He's
but
a
trouble,
Roddy.
man. Speak.
He's a Roddy.
Speak.
Yeah.
Say something to him.
Listen to you.
Hey, motherfucker, yeah, man, this dog here, man, give me the flux, man.
They
He
all
gonna have to
do.
get another job, man. All right, Trouble, bag up, get down, bag up, bag up, bag up.
You like, no,
I ain't
Daddy, I
trying to
want
hear
a kiss.
shit. I don't
Man,
do those.
that's the
I ain't the
man,
white,
dog.
I ain't the pink people. I don't do that with dogs. I ain't the pink people.
All right,
Don't
y'all.
forget, y'all, once again, don't forget September 3rd through the 6th. September 3rd through the 6th, 2026, Labor Day weekend. Chicago Steppers Labor Love Movement weekend. Another You Can't Be Free weekend.
That's right. Chase, Rodney Mack said bring him some barbecue, man. Don't be playing
Oh,
no
he know
games.
he got to come out. Hey, and tell Ronnie Mac for me. I'm tired of him getting all them other chefs to cook, and he ain't got me yet. He ain't put my menu on his table. So tell them brothers that giving them the food in there to cook them some real
Man, look,
ribs.
I can't even get Rodney to have me
Too
come
much
down and cover his
information for
event,
you to
man. He ain't fooling with us, man. He got bigger fish to fry. You know. All right, y'all. Thanks, man. Y'all take it easy.
Appreciate you, my brother. All right,
My
my brother
man.
Kevin. I'll holler back at you, bro. Okay.
Peace out,
For
y'all.
sure.
Yep. In a minute.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The closest
Stop
thing
trouble.
to a homecoming, to the homecoming that you're going to get. And it is going to be a beautiful thing. It is a labor of love. It is going to be a phenomenal, phenomenal event. And we are looking forward to it. Inside Stepping will be in the building. We will be covering that thing live, y'all. We're going to do what we do. And with all of that said, it's time for me to go. I want to thank you all, as always, for coming and hanging out with me today, because, I always love it when y'all do it like that. And, of course, we want to always continue to bring you all of the information, as much of the information as we absolutely can, in order that we keep this thing in its proper perspective and alive, and make sure that those who want to participate in the thing that we love so much continue to respect it, and if they don't, learn to, because there's no other way. And we can coexist, we can thrive and flourish together with respect, integrity, and the ability to love one another even through our troubles. I know I keep saying that, y'all. I'm a work in progress. That's all I can tell you. Y'all have a good night, and we up out of here, y'all. 9 o'clock Central, Popping with Poppy. Let's go to work.